Jack Toledano, all or not according to Jack. How the heck are you? Welcome to another in the 90-minute cassette series. And I have a very special guest tonight. Steve Buckley, my fellow uh, Jethro Tull fan. I found out not recently, but maybe 6 months ago, that we are something of friendly rivals. So I am a New York Giants fan, and they are languishing in 2-7 land. Meanwhile, Steve is the fan of a Super Bowl winner,
I
the
don't forget
the
you have
Philadelphia
four of them.
Eagles.
You do have
Yes,
four of them.
yes, we do. But now you have two. You're catching up.
Yeah,
But
yeah, it's anything. I mean, one can be kind of a fluky thing. So the fact that we have two, it makes it a little more legit.
right, and yet we still managed to win one of those two games against you this year. I don't know how the
Oh,
heck we did it, but
well, you just I mean, it's I think it's a case from the Eagles standpoint of just taking a team too lightly.
yeah,
And guess what? There was a little bit of firepower.
yeah,
Um, with those two rookies, the
right,
quarterback
yeah.
and the running back.
And now one of them's gone for the year. It's
Yeah,
you just can't win.
yeah, that was horrible.
We need to fly another banner over the stadium.
Well, in my opinion, NFL everything's cyclical.
Yeah, yeah.
So the Eagles will be at some point the Eagles will be a dread to watch on Sunday afternoons in some calendar year.
Well, I
To
don't
to
see that happening during the tenure of Saquon Barkley. I think,
agreed, agreed, but it almost has to get painful at some point.
right. Yeah.
Like
But,
the transition through Andy Reid into Chip Kelly.
right.
And it takes a lot of luck. You got to draft well, all that stuff.
Yeah. So we finally, I've done about 37 of these so far, of
Wow.
these 90-minute cassettes, imaginary cassettes of different bands. And I mean, who knew from back in February that it would take on such a life of its own and it would be so prolific. And I held uh, Jethro Tull back for a little while because
Okay.
I didn't think I thought that it would be too easy. So then I had an idea. Why don't I do an episode of epics and an episode of their short songs? And
Mm-hmm.
then I said, how about if I invite Steve Buckley because he's
Yeah, how
made all
about it?
these great videos of Jethro Tull and uh these videos set to the audio of different
Mm-hmm.
well, you tell us.
Well, I mean, it's a concept. I mean, it really started just with the remixes, and then there was the movie that I decided to take 2.5 years of my life to make, which combined bunch of live material, and then I had to sync, basically Ian's mouth with the with the
Yeah,
vocal line, that kind of
right.
thing. But no, I mean, it started with the remixes, and then I'm like, well, okay, I post them on Facebook, and then they disappear very quickly. Why don't I do something that's a little more permanent? And then the videos started out being, not so elaborate, and then over time they've grown to be, much better than when I started. I think the first couple I threw out there, they were like album covers, and then the back of the album. So I've come a long way in the video part, but what is always paramount to me is the remix. The video is just an extra bonus, really.
Right. Okay, that sounds great. So tonight our topic is going to be Jethro Tull epics, and the only instructions that I gave Steve was um, that Jethro Tull's very unique. So they have some songs that'll run 10 minutes, that'll run 16 minutes, and then you have two songs that are album length. So what
Mm-hmm.
I suggested to Steve for those two album length songs, you could cut those up if you wanted to and kind
Yep.
of shape them into your 90-minute cassette, which is what I did. So We're going to start with Steve, and we're going to talk about what he put together for his 90-minute cassette. So,
Well, I wanted
all
to
yours.
compliment you. I wanted to compliment you first on the fact that it's a really good concept. The 90-minute, because anybody that's our age, that's what you had. You
Right,
if you wanted a best of, you made your own best of, and it usually was a 90-minute variety. Usually it was 45 on each. You threw
right,
an album on each side, or you did some kind of a best of.
right.
And somewhere in the attic somewhere, I still have some of that stuff.
Oh,
Um,
great. Me
but
too. Down the
yeah, but
basement. Yeah,
it was what you lived by.
right.
I was big on the Maxell tape.
Yeah, yep.
Um,
Yeah, it's funny. I don't actually, you know what? We're going to switch to just very quickly. We're going to
yeah,
switch to that background if I have it. There you go.
okay, cool.
Mr. Maxell guy, blown away
Yeah.
by the speaker.
Oh man, that was classic. It was a
Yep.
classic advertisement, and I sought those tapes out first. I did use others, but Maxell was my brand.
I
And
used to work at an electronics store years ago, and
oh,
that's what we sold.
yep,
Maxell. All
yep.
varieties, 60, 90, 120. But
Yeah,
I,
they were awesome in their day. They
I
really
don't think
were.
the 120, the tape itself was as good a quality because it had to be a little thinner, I think.
Yeah, you're probably. I use 60 and 90. I don't think I
Right,
touched much of the 120 in case unless I had something I really had to that was that
right,
length and I really wanted it in one place.
right.
Now, of course, these days we have the size of a cassette tape. We have an entire library in that space.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yep,
our our iPhones.
yep, that's right. Our iPhones. So, okay, Steve, what do you have for your 90
All
minute
right,
cassette?
I have it on my phone on my notes, and every time a notification comes up, it goes away. So I have to keep on bringing it back.
Okay.
On the epics, not so easy. I mean, there were some that I can say, okay, well, this is a long song. It's an epic. It has to be on there. I didn't necessarily feel that way. Um, the one there's the one track from Catfish Rising. Um,
Oh, okay.
um, Innocence is in the title. It's not Young Innocence, but it's like a 9-minute song. It's okay, but I didn't feel that it should get the reward just because of the length
So
alone.
did you include it or no?
No, I didn't. I did not.
Oh, okay.
Um,
So what did you include? That's what
okay,
we want.
first off, no surprise really to anybody that knows my taste. First song is a 13-minute editing of a passion play.
Okay.
It's mainly I actually do have it is on my channel. Um, but yeah, it's basically an edit of the first side. It
Oh,
goes
okay.
it goes through the first side, doesn't leave out much, but cuts down on a verse here, a verse there, that kind of thing.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, it's 13 minutes. It's certainly long enough to get a really nice taste of the album, and
Okay, good.
that sufficed. You want me to continue, or are you going to go
Yeah,
with?
no, no.
Okay,
Go through
well,
your entire cassette.
okay, all right. So what I always thought was an awesome piece, and had no idea that all this live material from this concert, I'm referring to Carnegie Hall, um, would come out someday. I mean, when the original Living in the Past came out, the double album, all you got was a little teaser um, by kind permission of. And I
Oh,
could tell by
okay.
the end of it, I'm like, wait a minute, whoa. That's like the end of With You There to Help Me. So I decided the next track would be the live with You There to Help Me, and by kind permission of with the John Evan piano solos
Yep.
and the like.
Yep. Very
Uh,
nice. Okay.
and
Good.
then
We'll have some
I,
contrast. Yeah, you and I.
I then I ended really wasn't hard. I ended the first side of the tape, 45 minutes side, with Baker Street Muse,
Very nice. Okay.
which recently, within the last couple months, Baker Street Muse in its entirety did come out on my channel, which is my channel's entire. It's just my name, Steve Buckley, and then Of the Tull Phenomenon, which is that movie that I did back in 2021.
Okay,
Um,
once we take a break, or rather once we end, if you could tell me what the actual video is, the link, I will put it up in the comments
okay,
of this
yeah,
video.
I can send that over to you.
Sure. Okay, good.
So to start off, the second side, 45 minutes side of the Maxell tape, I would thick as a brick. Starts with edit 3 and 4, which is basically the poet and the painter,
Oh, very nice.
and then all the way through to the basically the end of the side one.
Okay.
Now I decided to go back with live stuff again, which
Hmm.
I thought it's just a marvelous version, and live 1977 from Landover, Maryland. It starts off with Wind Up,
Oh,
and
nice.
goes into Backdoor Angels, and then Backdoor Angels has an additional jam on it. I'm really curious where this jam came from, because it's not part of the original Backdoor Angels song, but it's something classical, and it's you would recognize it right away, and
Well,
it's just awesome.
just the fact
So
that you grabbed both Wind Up and Backdoor Angels, I think is fantastic because I love
and
them
then
both.
and then it just goes it pretty much goes back to Wind Up as a reprise,
Yep.
and that's it.
Okay. That and
Then the
that's.
part.
I'm
Go ahead.
sorry. Is there any more on your tape, or
Yeah,
is
there's
that it?
one more. There's one more, and this is I guess the only modern song. It's a song from 1987. It's really modern. I thought it deserved to be there,
Okay.
Budapest,
Nice.
but not the studio version. The studio version, I was a little. I mean, I really like to have some of those backing tapes so that I could mess with the mix a little bit.
Right.
That was when Ian kind of got a little criticized by sounding like Mark Knopfler. I don't
Right.
know if you
Yep.
remember some of those negative comments that came out about it.
Yep.
There are live versions where I thought he sung it much better, and
Interesting.
the version that I chose, there are a few to choose from, was from 1999. It's the On Filter, which is a German music show. It's that version of Budapest. It's 11 minutes, and it's from 1999. And
Beautiful.
it has Andy Giddings and obviously Don Perry on it, and I think it sounds really awesome. So that would be the end of my epic tape.
Awesome. Bravo. Oops.
Not easy.
No, not at all.
None of this is.
I don't know if you heard when I put my phone down to clap for yours. Uh, Budapest popped up a little bit, but yeah, we'll get into that. So for mine, um,
Yep.
basically, so as I instructed Steve, you could use parts of Passion Play and parts of Thick as a Brick, but
Sure.
you also want to grab some of their other great epics. And for me, an epic of Jethro Tull is 9 minutes or longer. So I grabbed a few different ones that Steve did. I didn't grab any live versions, but I think hopefully you'll enjoy them. So in doing that, there was about a minute and 50 left. So they were, yeah, so there was a minute and 50 left of blank space. So I
Right.
decided to fill it with a quick instrumental. So I grabbed it off of Nightcap, the song Animally,
Oh
which
yeah. Right.
which is part of I was debating whether to use that or quartet, but I
Mhm.
ultimately chose Animally because they would always come out to quartet in the early 70s.
Yep.
That was
Yep.
their curtain dropper, basically. So I
Yeah,
used
it
that.
was. Yep.
Yep. So then I went into Passion Play, obviously.
Mm.
Um, I picked it up from about the 10-minute mark. So Passion
Okay.
Play, I've always loved the album, but if you're less familiar with Jethro Tull, it's a little harder to get into the album because it's slow up. It doesn't pick up until about the 10-minute mark.
It's true.
So so I picked it up from the song Memory Bank.
Yes.
So then we have Best Friends,
Hmm.
Critique Oblique, and The Forest Dance. So it
Okay.
basically goes
Good.
from Memory
Yeah.
Bank till right before The Hair That Lost Its Spectacles, which I did not include. I wanted to keep this serious music only. So then
Yeah.
I picked a great song that's very important to me because they opened with this song the very first time I saw Jethro Tull, 79, Dark Ages,
Yep.
off
Yep.
of Stormwatch. I absolutely love that song with the haunting piano and
Hmm.
lot of effects like you feel like you're on a deserted Scottish island somewhere. So so
It's a great
then
piece.
yeah, oh, fantastic. And then it gets heavy in spots, which I also love. Uh Martin Bear does an amazing job as he always does. So you already mentioned Budapest, but that's a very important song to me because I don't know if people know this or not. I have a very Italian sounding last name, but I'm also one quarter Hungarian. So
Yeah.
Budapest, yeah, my grandmother Helen was Hungarian. Her
Okay.
parents were from Hungary. They are off the
Mm.
boat. So I chose the song Budapest. And
Okay.
again, I know people compare his voice to Mark Knopfler, but whatever. I think that the piano's fantastic, very melodic.
Mm.
So there's some strings at times. It's just a beautiful song. So from there, we go
Agreed.
right to what's that album from 1975, Minstrel in the Gallery for
That one. Yeah.
Baker Street Muse in its entirety, all
Yeah.
16 minutes and change. Great song. Had to have it all. So then we go back to Passion Play a little bit more. So now, if anybody saw my dream set list,
Hmm.
uh, I chose the song. What's the song with Lucifer? Oh man, I can't think of it. It's
That's edit 9.
right, but it's what is the official name of it? It is I have it on my phone here.
Originally, it was edit 9, and then they did come out with the titles.
Overseer Overture, that's what it is.
Oh,
Yes.
that's edit 8. Okay.
Right, yes. So my I start with edit 9, Flight from Lucifer.
That's the one. Yeah. That's the
Yep.
one that's
Then
edit
I
9.
go right into 10:08 to Paddington,
Hmm.
Maggots Per Day, of course, and then
Hmm.
the epilogue. So I go
Yep.
from Flight of Lucifer till the very end. So I give you a very big piece of Passion Play, which unfortunately does not wasn't you know what? I don't think it gets its due like Thick as a Brick did. Both were number one albums on the Billboard charts, but Passion Play
Well,
was largely panned.
it might have been different if it came out as a double album the way it was supposed to be, the Chateau tapes. Because there's some amazing stuff on there that just never saw the light of day
Right,
until it hit like a 20-year box set or a 25-year box set that or nightcap.
right. So moving on. So we
Yep.
go to another epic in the late 70s, the title track of Heavy Horses.
Hmm. Go on.
Beautiful song. What they
Yep.
call a pain to the draft horse, and
Hmm.
they're just losing their what was the term that they said that they're that they're just not as prolific in breeding them anymore because they're really not needed.
No,
They're
it's
more of
the
a
end of an era.
right, they're more of a novelty now. It's kind of like the
Yes.
Budweiser Clydesdales.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so I have about, I don't know, 20 minutes left.
Hmm.
So again, this doesn't get as much attention as side one. So I pretty much took all of side two, thick as a brick. So I start with See There, A Man Is Born. Um,
Hmm.
and it's slash clear, clear white circle. Clear
Clear white
white
circle. Yep.
circles. Yep. Okay. So then we go right into Legends and Believe in the Day.
Hmm.
My
That's a
favorite part of
beautiful song.
yeah, my favorite part of side two, Tales of Your Life.
Hmm.
Da-na-na-na, won't you tell me the tales of your life? Oh, absolutely
That's what
love it.
that part really kicks ass.
Yep. And then we end up with the Childhood Heroes reprise, which
Hmm.
goes back to basically goes the crescendo brings you right back to where he says to be thick as a brick. Yep. So that's my 90-minute Tull epic. So
I'm kind of glad that we differed in some places because it
yeah,
really would have been boring if it was like, yeah, yep, me too.
yep, yeah. Well, I mean, we had a few
I
the
would actually
same, but
reconsider Dark Ages. But yeah, I mean, he could. Some of my favorite stuff through the career has been the longer songs.
yeah.
Uh,
Oh, without a doubt.
one song I mentioned, it was White Innocence. That's from Catfish Rising. He did it
Oh,
live on that tour, but it's okay, but it's almost like it's very close to Budapest.
oh, okay.
So it probably it doesn't get as high a ranking because it's in that same family.
So it's
Um,
more of an honorable mention for you then, I guess, right?
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
All right. Well, that's very cool. So Steve will be coming back, and we are going next week. We are going to talk about the Jethro Tull short classics, or rather, classics in our own minds.
That we
So
will.
I think we're going to have a little more variation there. So we'll have to just wait till next week to see what we produce, and it's going to be a lot of fun once again. So
Sounds good.
I'd like to say thank you to Steve for coming on my show. As
My pleasure.
always, it's always a pleasure to be on, even though you root for a team that once booed Santa. Just
Yeah,
kidding. Yeah,
can't
we
outlive that
both
one.
had our heartache. Yeah, and we're
That we
going
have.
through ours right now.
Yep.
Sadly, my son actually went to the game on Sunday against the 49ers. And yeah, but they started out with that nice drive, and that was the end of it.
Yeah, I was watching. I have the ticket because I have a couple fantasy teams. So
Right.
a
Uh-huh.
lot of times, something most of the time is something I really want to watch because I want to watch a player or two. It's out of market, so
Right.
and the red zone helps in that regard as well. But sometimes you just want to if you ever had a fantasy team, you're looking and you're like, well, into like halfway through the second quarter, and your guy has like a zero. I'm like, what the hell is he playing or what? And
Yeah.
you want to you want to go into that direct feed and say, okay, there he is. Could you give him the ball, please, now?
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Because it's all
It's
hot and cold.
yeah.
With
Yeah.
especially with receivers, sometimes they're like, right out of the gate, and other times they don't really get hot till the third quarter. So,
Right. Yeah. Yep.
but I enjoy my Sundays, that's for sure.
As do I. But okay. So Sunday will pass, and then we will come back with our Jethro Tull short song. So
Sounds
uh,
good. Yep.
so we will say our good nights. Have a good night. Have a pleasant tomorrow. Thank you, everybody, for watching. And again, I want to thank everybody for 100,000 views. Uh, I love you all. It's wonderful. Please help me keep this channel growing. and we're going to go on to better things. Working on some new ideas. So speak soon.
Awesome.
Thank you, Steve.
Thanks for
Jack
having me.
Toledano. Oh, you're very welcome.
Till next
Jack
time.
Toledano. All or none according to Jack. Over and out.